just going to talk gear today. I'm very excited to have this old friend back staying with me for the time being. Let's see, some of the things we're going to talk about are Fender made in Japan, Squier stuff, why I love Fender pickups. By the way, these are Mojotone pickups. We'll talk about this Hiwatt. I think we're going to have a little chat today. Let's begin. All right, so this guitar here, I'm very passionate about this guitar. It's a family friend. Those of you who follow my channel know that I have my famous 1966 Fender Mustang. That's my buddy. That's like, that thing is an appendage by now. It's not even a guitar. It's just a piece of my body. What y'all don't know is this is another family member here. This is a 1983 Fender Squier. Made in Japan. This was the first year that these were made in Japan. Guitar that I got in 1999 when I went to Berklee, across the street from Berklee at Daddy's Junky Music in Boston. And this was the guitar that I used at Berklee. This was the guitar that I used when I joined Cash, which then went on to become Apollo Sunshine. Cool band. And so yeah, we played some gigs, man. And I use this guitar a lot. And I will say, it's a fucking bad motherfucker, man. These Squiers from this era. Yeah, I have fond memories. Yo, check out the buckle rash on this thing. 3-bolt neck. Oh, I don't know if you'll be able to see this because the focus just, you know, when Eric was young and wild, he would hit cymbals with this guitar and throw it around the stage. Yeah, you know, we do dumb stuff when we're 20, 22. But this guitar could take it. It sure could. The other really special thing to me about this guitar is I used it for a while, and then my good friend Joe Romeo needed a guitar for his band. He was down in New Jersey, and I sent this one down with him. Well, my buddy Matt had come up and visited. I passed it off to Joe, and so this became Joe's guitar for many years. And then when I left Boston and started a band with Joe, the psychedelic rock group I had in the early 2000s, Fake Swedish, this was Joe's guitar. And so he was stage center rocking out on this, and I was stage left with the Mustang. So like, to me, like this guy, I know that those of you who are my YouTube subscribed, thank you, by the way. Yeah, you're like, oh, cool, black strap. I'm like, no, this guy's been around. This guy's a family member. Now, let's talk some stuff here. I recently have had the epiphany that I think I really am just a Fender guy. I've just played Fenders for so long that single coil sound is really, that's what makes sense to me, and here's why. Here's why. I always like to play a little bit because I know some people get bored of just talking. Although it's Corona universe, so we're all bored of everything. I hope everybody's okay and staying safe and sane. Guitars are great for that. Now, what I was realizing is, like, you know, because I've had Gibsons and Gretches and you know, I like all those guitars, but growing up playing Fenders mostly, my Mustang and Strats and Tellys, here's what I observe. Why I prefer the single coil Fender thing. You can play soft and, you know, get a very nice musical sound that way. You can play medium and that sounds nice too. And to me, though, the thing that you know, either there's something wrong with me, which there probably is, but the third setting, the third heat that you get from single coil Fenders, I think it's like the neck construction, the sturdiness that I just never experienced with any Gibson is like, I can beat the shit out of it and it likes it. Like they're like, yeah, boy, bring it on, which I would never do that to a Les Paul or an SG because you would, I don't know, you would feel blasphemous or some such thing. So that is a recent epiphany I had, like why I always come back to my Mustangs and my Tellys, and why I always end up selling whatever humbucker 24 3/4 scale guitar I have. Let's play. Oh, I don't know. Randomly, apropos nothing, let's see if I can remember Ricky, Don't Lose That Number. Okay, that's all I remember of that for now. Just trying to, give people things to listen to. Now let's just go a little rig rundown. So, what do we got going on here? Yeah. Trusty old Strat. I will say these pickups are upgraded Mojotone pickups. They're 69 clones. They sound great. It's like the Knopfler setting right there. Let's put it in middle. Yeah, you can't get a bad sound out of these. The other Knopfler setting, well, actually, this setting right here is Sweet Home Alabama. Wait, I won't play anymore because I'll probably get a copyright strike if I do that. I just realized. But yeah, this upgrade because okay. I know I'm a little all over the place. I didn't really plan this video. I was just excited to have this guitar back, so I'm like, I don't know. I'll set the camera up and talk stuff. My apologies. Feel free to click away if you don't care. There's plenty of other stuff to watch, but if you're my subscriber, you're probably like, no, go ahead, Eric. Keep talking. Where was I going next? We got the pickups. The other thing I was going to say, there's a certain pride in playing a Squier, and I will say this, that the Fender Squier stuff is solid. It really is. Specifically, the Classic Vibe series and the Vintage Modified series. If you're looking for a cheap guitar that feels good, go for it. You may have to upgrade some electronics and pickups down the road, but you could start with a $300 guitar. I know like the J Mascis Jazzmaster that Squier makes. It's a phenomenal guitar. It's a great guitar. And yeah, every one of my students who's had a Classic Vibe and brought it in, I've been like, I like that thing. So just a thing, food for thought, that there's a little bit of pride in, as my friend Brian McGee says, playing Econo. I agree with that. Yeah, even the bridge pickup on this is not terrible. Let's put effects on it. I think I talked about all the things I wanted to talk about with this beauty. It's dope. Yeah, you'll see it in more videos because it's a, like I said, it's just a brick, man. I could hammer nails with this thing all day and it would be in tune and be happy to be played. Now, some people have asked about this little guy over here, this little Hiwatt head. That is the it's actually the Hi-5, but that is the prototype that I worked some magic to buy from them, because I got, you got medium YouTube fame. You can send an email out and be like, hey, I see they're sold out everywhere, anything we can do? And they're like, actually, there's one around, hold on, let me see, there's one in the factory. Oh, it's the prototype, do you want it? Like, sure, I'll take the prototype. So the T5 or the Hi-5, it is very much its own thing. It's got 2 channels. I'm in the clean channel right now, and I don't know if you can see this, but like I got actually the clean channel cranked because there's a secret going on. A Weber mini mass attenuator. I'll take a picture of it and throw it on screen. That's another thing I'd like to talk about. Okay, Weber Alnico speakers, my favorite speakers. I think they just have this. Every one of them. That's a silver bell in there right now. They got character, and that's always what I look for in guitars, in pedals, in anything. Like you plug it in and you're like, oh, you have an attitude. you are something. And it's weird. I can't pin that down. It's just some things you hook them up and you're like, hi. Like for example, my Jam Pedals Retro Vibe. Like this thing's got it's got something to say. Throw on some delay too. So that guy, he's got something to say. Also, my Phase 90, the super retro version. Yeah, like for me, pedals that I turn them on and I'm like, and price doesn't matter. Boutique maybe, but sometimes non-boutique pedals have personality too. It's just a thing. Anyway, Weber speakers are killer, and those mini mass attenuators, they're like $150, and it's just such a useful tone tool. You can use it on, I use it on this amp, I use it on my Tweed Deluxe, I use it on my Silvertone. And it sounds great and it brings the volume down. Side benefit, now this they don't even mention this. If your amp has significant transformer hum, which some of my amps do, like transformer hum, just so you know, is usually around here. Sometimes it's a B or a B flat, like you kick your amp on and it's going like, and like that's just, sometimes they do that, and like some people that'll drive crazy. For some reason you hook up the Weber mini mass attenuator in there and it grabs a good portion of that and takes that out as well. Yeah, so like, we all buy a crap ton of pedals and stuff, but like I think everybody should have a mini mass attenuator. That thing is essential tone tool. Let's move up to A minor. Did I cover everything? Talked about that? Okay, so the sound of the Hiwatt, it is not a Vox, it is not a Fender, it is not a Marshall. The best way I would describe it is like, well, you can hear it's very even across the spectrum. It doesn't have a mid hump, doesn't have a mid dip like a Fender, and I do think it has extended presence, which can be, a good or a bad thing. I got the treble actually rolled less than half and the bass is at 3/4. So I guess that's like the characteristic Hiwatt sound. It's like flat and then like a little bit of a notch up and flat at the end of this frequency spectrum. So it makes it interact with pedals in a different way. It's a different sound. You got Fenders, you got Voxes, you got Marshalls. Same thing. You're like, what are you? What is? Oh, hi. You got a thing going on there. Okay, I see that now. Talked about the Hiwatt, talked about this cool guitar that you'll see in videos. I think we'll leave it with that. I'll just pull up the jam from the beginning again. Hey everybody, be good to each other. Thanks for supporting my channel, and I'll see you on the computer screen.